Wanted to give a quick update on some stuff that's going on with Spinistry going forward. It's not bad news, but it's news, and it's news in development. We're not exactly sure how everything works just yet. The too long didn't read version up front, for those of you that are already Club Spinistry members, don't worry, nothing big's changing for you. You just want to be on top of some of the stuff before changes happen in case it affects what your decisions on some things might be down the road. And definitely your feedback is sincerely desired and appreciated. Short story is, if you're a current Club Spinistry member and you are set up for auto renew, don't worry about it. You're good to go. If you're not a Club Spinistry member yet and you've been thinking about it on the fence for whatever reason, this is not a sales pitch. I'm not trying to twist any arms. Come September 1st, we're going to be tremendously increasing the prices of Club Spinistry memberships. I'm going to explain the what's happening, and then I'm going to explain why it's happening, if that matters to anyone. If you're a current Club Spinistry member, you're not losing anything. That's the main thing. If you're not aware of it, if you're a current Club Spinistry member and your membership is set up for auto renew, it automatically renews at your current price, even if the price goes up for new members. We're not closing the books on new members, but we're shifting our focus away from trying to gain new members. We're essentially shifting more towards our original events-based model for a multitude of reasons. We didn't think it was likely. We had hoped that the membership model could become our basic model, that we could keep growing members and make that viable. I knew it would be complicated to pull it off, and we didn't know exactly how it might work. To be perfectly honest with you, the nuts and bolts of what we had in mind a couple years ago when we shifted towards the membership model, the expectation was that it was really going to need to be subsidized by sponsorships. The thought process at the time was, hey, we know the bike industry's at a low right now. Sponsorship dollars are going to be tough to come by. Let's start building this model now. And as the bike industry and the bike business ramps back up, we'll be positioned really well to say, hey, we've got this tremendous membership base that should be appealing to sponsors. And I think ultimately we still will at some point. Unfortunately, the bicycle industry is just not coming back. There's just not sponsorship dollars to be had. That's the short story. We never expected to lean on sponsorships to do everything. We were hoping to have sponsorship dollars to help us take our events to that next level. With the club membership base, we can put together the grassroots, and if with some sponsorship dollars, we can take events to that next level. And the sponsorship dollars just aren't there to make that happen. But I don't want to take club member benefits away. It's because of our members that we were able to survive COVID for our business, quite frankly. We essentially went 2 years without events, but we were able to put together club rides, and people renewed their memberships. And our membership base actually even started to grow during COVID. And that was the big motivation. Hey, let's see if we can shift over to this membership model. The reality is, in the past 6-8 months, we've kind of hit this state of equilibrium, which is fine. To know this is what our membership base was. The last couple of years, it's kind of been up and down and up and down, so it was hard to forecast where the growth might be. We're in a pretty cool place. You can probably see the background behind me, right next to the Clarksville Town Square, and I guess there's a, hang on, let me show you guys. Check out that cool clock over there, chiming away. So we're doing Hell to North Texas this weekend. This is my Airbnb for the night. If you're ever looking for an interesting place to stay near Clarksville, Texas, this is pretty cool. I lost track. Shiny. Our membership kind of reached an equilibrium, which is good. It gives us, hey, here's our baseline. Starting with Texas Gravel Champs, we're going to be shifting more towards a traditional event model that's not aimed at members only or focus. The event's going to be out there for everyone, and we're going to promote it that way. We're not really going to talk about if you're a member or not. It's just going to be automatic. club members get their discounts that apply to them. It's a if you know situation. It's not us trying to sell more memberships. And that's how our single day events are probably going to go. Multi-day events we expect to be very, very Club Spinistry oriented. The traditional Club Spinistry membership is ideal for single day events. We're still going to have the early bird thing where steel level members need to sign up. Ideally, at least a month out, but maybe 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know. I haven't figured out what that cutoff is. Our biggest stumbling block with the membership model is how many people to plan for. And since, when members get in for free, I'm happy to give those free entries, but we can't have all those free entries register the week of the event, the last day. We have to plan around it. We're going to bring racing back, but it's going to be a very, very defined segment. And we'll talk about that more also in another video. So basically, if you're a racer, if you're wanting timing and so forth, there is going to be an upcharge for that, even if you are a club member, but the club members are going to get a tremendous discount on that. And our different levels of membership, like if you're a carbon or a titanium member, then any race fees are waived. It's just simple. For us to race insurance and timing costs up the cost of an event tremendously. We can do a non-competitive event under our club insurance, and it's extremely cost effective. If you're racing at the premier distance. The way I look at it, if you're a racer and you want to take advantage of the Club Spinistry free events, you probably want to be a carbon member. The titanium membership is going to apply for folks that want to do our multi-day adventures and overnight trips and point to points and things like that. Again, that'll be a different video as the pieces come together. If you're currently a steel member on auto renew, you'll renew at that price. If you're currently a carbon member with auto renew turned on, you'll renew at that price. And if you're currently a titanium member, you'll renew at that. I think that's the fire department one over here now. So we're probably gonna hear sirens pretty soon. Pro tip, I really shouldn't tell anybody this, but if you think you might be interested in the multi-day adventures in the coming year, even 2, it's probably worth your while to go ahead and nail down that titanium membership before September 1st and just do the auto renew. It's currently $300 a year, and that's definitely going up to at least $500, possibly more. But we're also going to, titanium members are going to get a lot of bang for their buck. If you're into multi-day adventures and point-to-point and really cool stuff in really cool places, you'll want to consider the titanium. Tell you what, here's what I'll do along those lines. Like I said, I haven't figured all of this out yet. Anybody that's a titanium member now or picks up their titanium membership before the price increase, since I'm talking about this on a speculative basis and I can't say we're going to do this, that, then go there. I don't know what all those pieces are yet. I'll make a deal with you. If you do the titanium membership and when it comes up for renewal, if you don't believe you got your money's worth out of your titanium membership, we'll extend it without you having to pay a renewal fee. For if you paid $300 for this year's titanium membership and you only got what you feel is $200 of value out of it, we'll extend it for another third of a year, or something like that. Don't take advantage of me on that. I think that's a pretty fair deal since I am talking speculative. But in reality, I'm perfectly fine if you just want to wait till all the pieces come together and pay the higher price then. I sound like a dick saying that, don't I? I don't want to do that. Again, I just want to give you guys a quick update of what we've got coming down the pipe and why. Right now we're in beautiful Roxton, Texas, water table 1 for Hell of the North, Texas. Northeast Texas Trail, the net spills out right there, and everybody comes over here, and the short route riders just turn around and go back, and our longer route riders head south out of Roxton and do some really cool exploring. There's one thing I wanted to touch on that I thought about after I recorded the first session. I may not have made this abundantly clear, so I want to make it abundantly clear right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our Club Spinistry members. My number one goal of this is to take care of y'all. You guys have been so supportive of us. We want to make sure to pay that forward as much as we can. And that's why the number one goal of this shuffling of the structure, so to speak, is to make sure our current members are taken care of and they're not going to lose anything, and they're probably going to gain some stuff. Going forward, for a lot of even our Texas events, the majority of the people that sign up are going to be non-members. We're still going to have Club Spinistry rides, and actually some of those might be a little bigger than what we've been doing and a little more formalized than what we've been doing, kind of along the lines of Shadezilla, where here's a club ride we announce it 60 days out or something like that. Still working on that. Like, quite frankly, for our long route for Hell of the North Texas this weekend, that's a fantastic route. I want to do a Club Spinistry ride built around that when it's not 110 degrees out. I want to figure out the best way to incorporate my good friend Chef Brad Green into the mix. I mean, combining fantastic bicycle weekends with fantastic food is just something I really, really want to do. I want it to be a tremendous value for y'all, but we got to make sure Brad's paid. His cooking deserves to be paid for. The goal is to maximize current members' benefits going forward, while still putting together top-notch single-day events for the masses and some really cool Club Spinistry rides for the members themselves. So kind of the idea is super roughly speaking, one formal event per month along the lines of Texas Gravel Champs, Texas Chainring Massacre, Red River Riot, but we're going to incorporate like Louisiana Gravel Champs, Florida Gravel Champs, Georgia Gravel Champs, potentially New Mexico Gravel Champs somewhere down the road as well. So those will be like our monthly events along those lines. Something in Central Texas, very definitely. There's some great winter riding south of I-10 that we want to incorporate into the mix. Let's do a panorama